This is the exposition of Franz Joseph Haydn's last piano sonata, number 52 in E-flat major. It is a very bold and experimental sonata, and so remarkable to me that a man at the end of his life, essentially, could write a piece that was so terribly youthful and very adventurous. Now, we say that it's in the key of E-flat major, and I try to explain to people that keys in music are a little bit like colors in painting, that each key has its own sound, its own world, its own emotional impact. A major, D minor, B major. So if indeed those keys are kind of colors, or shall we say places on the roadmap, then the composer is really your driver. He's going to take you on a tour of places and moods and emotions and colors. And in this particular sonata, Franz Joseph Haydn takes us on a rather kaleidoscopic journey, I would say. The opening is, rather bold pianistically, but essentially sticks to the basic keys of E-flat major and B-flat major. It's when we get to the next section of the piece, the development section, that we start to really go to some unusual towns. Starting with G major, which sounds a little bit like a dominant to C, so we really don't know exactly where we are or where we're going. Now we go to C. Now we're in F major. D major. C minor, F minor, A flat major, we've just cadenced in the key of G major, and we're probably expecting once again to go to C, but we don't. Haydn takes us to the very close by yet remote key of E major, a half step away from his opening tonic key. This is perhaps the most surprising modulation in the entire first movement. Doesn't stay in E major very long. I think I always puzzled when I was studying this piece why he actually even bothered to go to that particular key. It's as if you're driving to Seattle from New York and you make a stop in, Corpus Christi, Texas on the way. The answer to this puzzle comes in the second movement of the piece, the Adagio, which actually opens in the key of E major. Suddenly we realize that Haydn was preparing our ears, preparing our E's, shall we say, for what is to come. Naturally, the mood of the second movement is quite different than that of the first. Very, very solaceful, restful. So I have the feeling that if the first movement is like a trip through downtown Los Angeles, and it's a very, very busy traffic pattern, at least in the middle of all that driving, you have that little sense that, There's a Hawaiian vacation on the horizon. And then in the second movement, of course, there you are on Waikiki Beach.